Good morning, grade 7. Today we are going to take lesson number 3, the simple calculation and how can we use logical functions from your page number, lesson number 3, 4, page number 128 to 134. So keep the book beside you also, and then we're going to start the steps. So you will learn how can we calculate inside the cell. We can do some additions, we can do subtraction, different functions, and how can we use the spreadsheet formulas. So for that, all of you need to open the spreadsheet, the document, any table which you created last time, or if there is any changes you want, you may do it also. So this was the table which we created last time, if you guys remember. So we're going to work on that table. If you guys don't have it, you can ask me now, so I send it to you.
I don't have it.
You don't have it, so okay, I'm going to send it on your WhatsApp now.
Thank
So this is your table now. What if you want to get the total of your quantity and price? You have items, for example, what is the total of milk? How much is it? Quantity, what? You buy 2 milks and the price for each is 1. So we can do what? If we want to, we have two things and the price is for one item. So what we do? We do plus or we do minus, divide or multiply what?
Plus,
If you have, like, you can say, I buy 2 milk, 1 milk is 2 real. So how you will going to do it? Will you multiply milk with 2 reals, the items of milk, the quantity of milks, or you will plus them?
plus,
No, there are two milks and it's 5 reals. So 5 multiplied by 2, it means it's 10 real, 2 milk. So we'll multiply it. So whenever you want to apply the formula, the first and most important thing, the formula begin with equal mark. So in your total, you need to write equal, press equal mark, and then you need to select the cell, or you can write the location of the cell. For example, what is the location of quantity 2? It is B4. You can write either B4 or you just go and simple click B4. Automatically it appear in front of you. After that, you need to put the operation. Do you want to multiply, plus, minus, divide? So we want to multiply the quantity with the price. Quantity is 2 and multiply with the price. The price is what? Now you can write again the location of the cell. It is C4. Let's write this time. So I write C4, and here it is highlighted in front of me with the green color. Or another way, I simple go and click C4 and it's come in front of me. When you enter the data, when you enter the record, you just need to do what? You need to click enter, and it is 2 real, because 1 real, $1 or real, you can say it's 1 milk. So 2 milks with 2 reals. Let's suppose if we change the quality, the quantity, I write it 2, but I'll keep it 5. Okay, so increase it. The money is only 50 halala. If we talk about the money, 5 bread, one bread is only 50 halala. So how much um the 5 breads will be? So again, we do multiply each time. Instead of doing, or instead of putting formula, there is a short way that click the cell where you already uploaded the formula before. There is a function, formula bar, where you can see that what is the formula, already write it between this cell. So already there is a formula, so there is a short help that at the corner there is a small square. From that square, that corner, when the cursor change into this plus mark, you press it and then drag it down until the last, and automatically the formula apply to each and every product. You don't need to do it. Automatically it will apply to every product. Understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teacher,
Okay,
how?
so you can
Can you repeat?
simple. Yes, sure. Click click the cell. First thing, you need to click the cell and the information you want to drag it down. Yeah, we call it dragging. So from the corner of your cell, if your cursor is in this white plus, it's mean not now. Put the cursor at the corner, and when it's turned into this black, press the left key and move it down until where you want. and then release the key, and it will automatically apply.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we learned the two ways. The first way, that we can put the formula by just clicking the cell. Second, we can put the formula by writing the name of the cell. And then you can see each time I click the cell of total, I automatically get the formula here. Automatically get the formula here. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the way to do autofill. Now there are some simple functions that the main reason we use a spreadsheet for the difficult calculations. This is easy calculation, but the difficult calculation mostly we use to quick and accurate answers we get. So if you want to calculate the average or average of your grocery, let's suppose, or you want to calculate maximum or minimum or sum, you get the different options all in this table, all in here. So let's suppose here at the bottom of each price we create something. Okay, we create sum, we create average, minimum, and maximum. So here on your cell C10, I want to write total, average, and min means the minimum price, and max means the maximum. Minimum the least, and maximum the most. Okay, so what when now what we do, we will do some auto addition, auto sum. First the total means we need to add, we need to sum, then we do average, how to get the average, what is the minimum number in it and what is the maximum numbers in it. So let's do one by one. First thing, we want to do the total. Yeah, so the total, there is a way. Now we want to get the total of all these entire cells. Yeah. So same thing, you can simple, you have two way. One way is apply the formula. Second way, press the equal key and click the cell. Each time you click cell, you need to put plus. You need to press plus. Then another key, then plus. Then another key, then plus. It is long way. It is too long. It takes long time, so there is a short way. What is that short way? Click the cell where you want to get the total on your home tab in your editing ribbon, and there is auto sum option. Auto sum option, or from drop down you get all what we want to do today. Auto sum, average, minimum, or maximum. Sum, average, minimum, or maximum or minimum. So let's suppose we want to do sum. Click sum, and here they give you, now they selected for you the entire cell. You see, you can see simple, click the from your mouse, just click from your left button and move the mouse until where you want to get the sum. We want sum for this line only, so I selected this line only. Automatically they write it for me, sum of what? D4. The colon means from the cell D4 they will start until to the cell D9. They do for me the plus. Instead of writing each cell name, we just simple click the cell and move it until where we want and press enter key, and we get the total. The total is 15. Understand how I did?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now the same thing, we want to get the average. How can we take the average? The average function gives you the average number of the range of the cell. So if you want to calculate it, it is easy. But with the function, you will able to do it with a few clicks. Otherwise, there is a steps in maths like you have to do. So same thing, we want to do average. Again, home tab in editing operation. All most of your keys you will find in auto sum function drop down. So here average, you want to get the average. Now you need to select the cell with which cell you want to get the average of. Again, we want to get the average from cell D4 until D9. Look, automatically they select D10 also, but we don't want it. So we want the average of total. We select it from D4 to D9. Select and release, and the same thing you do, press, and you get the average is 2.5. Now the minimum number, which one is minimum here? Which one is the minimum number here? If you want to get minimum and maximum, same thing. You click minimum and then select the entire text, and then maximum and then select the entire text. Let's do
Teacher,
it. Here is minimum. Yes.
teacher, when you write
Yes.
average, what you write with it? Like I,
You- The formula you mean?
yeah, the formula.
Okay, I erase it for you and do it again. For example, you want the average. Okay, so here is, you need to click the cell average, okay, where you want to apply average. Then go to your editing operation. Here, your auto sum, drop down the ribbon. Here is a formula of average. Click it, and then you need to select the area you want the average of. How many cells? You want the average from D4 to D9, and then press enter. And you get the average automatically.
Okay, thank you.
Okay?
Yeah,
Same thing if you want the minimum. Again, select the cell, go to your editing drop down, minimum. So they will ask you minimum number from your total. No, we want the minimum number from all our data. From all the data, quantity, price, and total, which one is the minimum, the smallest, least number? And press enter. It is 0.5. It is the least number here. It is the smallest number here, 0.5. Okay. Now maximum, again, if you want to get the maximum, editing from drop down, max. Then select the cell you want the maximum number for. We want until here. Press enter. And the maximum number, the greater number is 5. So let's put them all in a table form. Now here you can select and you can do whatever designs you want. Let's bold all of them, change the size, or put the draw the table around it. It is all up to you. So outside border we created. Understand, girls, how I do this?
Yeah.
Each time when you've done your
yes.
steps, here is a short options to save. Just click the save button and you save it. So this is our first lesson. So now in our next lesson, logical function, we're going to learn about the logical program has what is in spreadsheet. The programs has functions to various calculation, not only for numbers, but for text and logical conclusion as well. So one of them is the function if. The name of the function is if. If means if something happened this, then this will do. So if takes a condition, a parameter, and in if this condition is true, it give you a value. If it isn't, it give you another value. So when you say value, it can be anything. It can be a text, it can be a number, or even another function. So in this like this our previous example, which we do to the product, we think it is expensive or no. Okay, so we apply the condition that either this is expensive or no. So the steps are simple. You need to click the cell where you want to see the result. Then you need to insert if, then type the criteria, what is the criteria, or then type the value of true or type false. So let's suppose we are going to apply the condition if. Now click the cell where you want to see the result. Let's suppose it is E5 or E4. We want it on E5 because it is item number. Item is milk, E5. Here we want to apply the condition. So there is a formula tab. You need to click formula tab, and all the formulas are here in front of you. So which formula do we want? We are going logical function, so we choose logical formula here, and false if or whatever. So we want if. Click if. Now a dialog box appear here. You need to put the situation. You need to put in the criteria, you can say. The if argument window, this is called if argument function window. So when it is appearing in front of you in your logical test area, you need to apply the condition. The condition what? Our cell D4. What we write here? We write here D4 because the total is in D4, right? So we'll copy the same formula down for all, but we need to apply the condition on 1. So D4, what if the D4 is greater or smaller? So choose the operator which you want it. We want if the D4 is greater than 2, it is equals false, or is it equal true? So you can apply here just simple. If it is D4 greater than 2, then if it is true, the value, if when we want it true, in which condition we want it true, we will write it expensive. If we see it is more than 2, we write expensive. If it is less than 2, we write it cheap. Okay, so here write expensive, but you have to write expensive, type the result, whatever you want. You have the criteria. So put the questions and expensive. Okay, but if it is false, then you have to write cheap. So your criteria is ready. You type the criteria that in this example, if the price is higher than 2, if the total is more than 2, we say it is expensive. Or if it is less, then we say it is cheap. Then click OK, and you will see in front of it automatically they say it is cheap. The formula on your formula bar, you can see the condition here, it is cheap. Now the same thing like we do before, you can drop down it and drag it all down. It is all up to you. So let's click, drag it all down until here. And here they tell us which one is cheap here, which one is expensive. They say the bread is expensive, apple is expensive because why? It is greater than 2, it is 4, and the potatoes are also expensive. So clear the if condition.
Teacher, can you repeat, please?
Yes, sure. Look, whenever you want to apply the condition to the cell, first thing you need to click the cell where you want to apply the condition. Click the cell where you want. We did on cell E4, okay? What you do, you need to click the formula tab and then logical operation. Click the logic tab and choose the condition if condition you want. Now logical test, what is the condition, what you want? You want that if the total or if the totals of item is greater than 2, if it is greater than 2 real, so write it expensive. If it is less than 2 real, write it cheap. So the condition is what? Write the cell number. The cell number is what? See the location. Location is this. You click the cell, it automatically appears in front of you. Now greater, choose a greater mark or choose less mark. It's up to you what condition you apply. Then write the number. Which number do you want? It greater than 2 real, more than 2 real, or less than 2? We want it if it is more than 2 real, so we write 2. What should we write? If it is more, write expensive. Expensive means, what is the meaning of expensive? Lot of money. If it is false, then write cheap. If it is less, then write cheap. And click OK, and the formula apply in front of you automatically. Okay, here I applied 2 times, so they do it this for me, that I apply already the formula 2 times. Okay, so you get cheap. Understand now?
Yes,
Yeah,
teacher,
teacher.
thank you.
Welcome. I think this is easy. You just, that's why I say keep the book beside you so you can follow the steps from the book also. Okay, now there is another condition. I want everyone open the book and see the table, the grades table. We want to create the gradings, the grade marks. Okay, so we are not using this table. We are going to create another table now. So open your book, page number, page number 133, and start creating the table exactly this, and then I'll tell you how to practice. Okay, good. So
Me
the
too.
table is done now. we will apply the gradings. What will be the grade if you get this mark? So again, the same thing, it is a condition, right? So we will going to apply the condition. So you need to do insert function again from your formula tab, choose logical operation and the condition if, again, the function argument appears. Now what will be the condition? You need to apply the condition if what? If they say the, let's suppose we can say if we need to select the cell. So let's select, instead of writing, select B2. We say if B2 and what, B2 plus, because we plus the marks of maths and computer, right? So we plus B2. Here we apply what? We apply addition formula also, and we apply the if condition also. We do sum first. What is the sum of maths and computer? If B2 plus B4 is greater, these two cells, if these two cells is greater than, let's suppose it is out of 50 or 100, as they do in the book, 190, what you have to write, if it is greater than, more than 90, or change 90 50, because our exams always from 50, yeah. So if it is greater, if this B2 plus B6, if we get the total, no, of course we get the total more than 50. So 90 greater, if B2 plus B2 plus C2 greater than 90, what is the condition if it is true? If it is true, give the marks A, and if it is false, give the marks B. Again, I'm repeating, if the total, the sum of B2 and C2 greater than 90, then give A, and if it is less, then give B. When you're done writing, click OK. And yes, it is A grade now. Now drag it all down and now try to change each cell to C. Let's suppose there is more conditions you can apply. If it is less than that, put C, put D, put F, different conditions. So we just do A and B. Let's suppose I'm changing here, I'm giving here 50. What will happen to the grade? It's change again. Here I give 30. What happened? The grades change again. So each time you change the marks, now what you do, you create a report card once. Each time, every semester, what the teachers do, they just change your marks. The grades automatically change. They don't need to create the formulas all again. So this is the condition to apply the formula on one function. Now, another thing, that to have a formula as value text, right? So if it is A grade, then I will give you excellent. If it is B grade, then I'll give you very good. So it is a text condition before we apply the number condition, the cell total condition. So if it is a text condition, again, choose the cell where you want. Here we can say remarks. Remarks, okay. So what will be the remarks? Let's see. Click the cell formula tab again. You need to choose the logical operation and remarks. Now, what's the remarks? You will simply apply the condition that if the cell D, because the grades is on which cell? D cell, right? If the cell D2 is equal A, because we have just two. We have only two cells, two operations, that is A and B. So we write, if it is equal to A, what, right? B2 plus C2. If it is equal to A, if it is true, you need to write B2 plus C2. What is B2, C2? B2 and C2, the total of the marks, write the total. So write B2 plus, sorry, not two, I'm here I choose the wrong girl. Okay, wait, B2 plus C2. Now if it is false, if it is false, if it is not A plus, then what? Right, very good. and click OK. And here it is more than A. It is equal to A, yeah? So they give you marks here. If it is not equal to A, then what? They give you very good. Oh, sorry, the spelling of good is wrong. So I can change it from formula bar. Just erase D. Okay, enter. Very good. Okay, so there is something wrong. They said already here. We need to click that and check. Erase it. Drag it down. Okay, the spelling's wrong, so you can change the spelling again later here. Understand now how I do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. If there is anything you don't understand, ask me. Okay, this is only our lesson for today.